Baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and no joke. Hey, thanks for joining us today on Live Music Nation podcast. I'm your host, Jake Gill. Today we're with Isabella Haen.
Yes.
I got that right with Kewauneec County
Yes, you
Fair.
did.
How are you, Isabella?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
Good, good. Isabella, give us a little background on you. Where did you grow up? And talk a little bit about your career and your life, and then your association with the Kewauneec Fair.
Okay. I am from the state of Wisconsin, grew up near Green Bay and was lived on a dairy farm, lived and breathed cows for a very long time, went to school for egg business, and I've kind of jumped around from job to job. I was first a herds person for 7,000 cow dairy. I did the marketing, the cheese. I made cheese at Pagels Ponderosa Dairy, did tours over there. And that's when I kind of got started and wanted to do more of the marketing side. And I was also the biggest thing, how it got me into the fairs was I was our Kewauneec County Fairs to the fair. So my job for the summer, while I was working full time at my other jobs and going to school, was to promote the Kewauneec County Fair itself and do other volunteer events throughout the county. So from there, I got to compete at the state level against 42 contestants and won, and then represented the Wisconsin State Fair. And my full-time job for that year was to travel to all 72 county, district, and state fairs while representing the Wisconsin State Fair for all 11 days. So from there, I kind of got my love for fair a little bit more and my passion for it. And I decided that when I was all done with the term, I wanted to be a board member for the Kewauneec County Fair. And currently, I am secretary. I'm one of the youngest secretaries or board members for the state. And I currently work at Scarborough Creek Equestrian Center as the barn manager. So some of my responsibilities are managing employees, helping with the cleaning, the working of horses, and when it's go time, I'll help with all the lessons with the kids and show throughout the summer.
Very cool. So you were either going to get worn out on fairs, or you were going to find out it was really your passion.
Yeah,
To
for
go
sure.
through
And
there.
that year I made it to 58 county fairs.
Wow. So tell us about the Kewauneec Fair. What's it look like? What's it feel like when you walk in the gates?
When you come into the Kewauneec County Fair, it's kind of has that family friendly vibe when you come in. We're a medium-sized fair. I'd say we have roughly 15,000 to 20,000 people visit, and we are getting bigger and bigger as the years go on. And when you walk in, I think the biggest things that you start to see is our grandstand, and you see all the exhibit barns from the dairy to the horses. It's kind of a smaller area, but it's a really close knit community. And one of the best things that's been happening over the last couple of years is we've been getting bigger and bigger, and we're able to get more entertainment, which we've never had in the past. After how many years, one of our board members, I think for almost 15, 20 years, she wanted a rodeo. And for the first time last year, we had a rodeo. And to see all the people in the grandstands, that was awesome.
No, that's a great start. That's a great start. What is it for you that drives you, that keeps you going in this process of building, and solidifying your county fair?
For me, being part of the fair board, I love the get up and go, the hustle and bustle. And I think every year we get a little bit of taste of what we can be, and we visit other fairs around us that are a little bit bigger. So seeing what they are bringing to their fair and then seeing what we can bring now, I think it pushes us more and more every year to get bigger, to provide more entertainment, and not just the big entertainment. One of the big focuses that we tried to do last year and we're trying to do this year is get those family friendly events in place. One of the best things about our fair is we were the first ones for our fairs program to have a 5K walk run within the state. So that gets all the families involved. And then when they participate in the walk run, they get passes to go into the fair. So that's just another way to bring more families in and to keep them staying at the fair. We also brought in a new thing on our premium book. So we have a category where special needs people can come in and exhibit projects at the fair. And that gives them, again, another wristband to come and stay and to show them that the fair's for everyone, from young to old, for the grandkids, anything.
No, that's neat. That's very cool that you guys are doing that. Perfect. What are some future plans for the fair?
Right now, we're trying to update our bleachers, the microphone system throughout the fair, and right now the biggest push is to get a bigger entertainment. And so far, last year, the year before, we had monster trucks. Then last year we had the rodeo, and this year we're going to do the same thing. We're going to have the monster truck show one night, the rodeo the another. So I think it's just upgrading some of those things so we can get bigger and better throughout the years.
Oh, fantastic. Isabella, I'm a live music guy. I'm in entertainment full time. What couple fun questions. What's the best concert you've ever seen in your entire life?
So what I can remember, I know some of the board members were saying that Rascal Flatts was at our fair before they got big. But when I was Kewauneec fairist, I remember having Diamond Rio and I think Keith Anderson, or he was the year before. But I remember being fairist and announcing that band to come up on stage and the crowd. So to picture our area where our entertainment is, you have the grandstand. So I'm up on the grandstand, and then you have all the vendors on the sides where you can get food, and it's just packed. And we have a blacktop midway, and it's just packed with people you can't even see. It takes you like 30 minutes just to get to a food stand to grab food. So that's my biggest memory, is seeing Diamond Rio come to our fair.
Perfect. Dead or alive, you could bring one musical act to the fair. Who would you bring?
Okay, older guy, I think I'd bring Garth Brooks.
Okay.
And then if I had to pick a younger one, which is kind of a toss-up, I think Warren Ziders is becoming really huge. And Morgan Wallen is one of my all-time favorites as well.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with either one of those. Either
No.
one. Isabella, how do people find out more about your county fair?
They can visit our fair. We have a Facebook page and an Instagram. It's Kewauneec, Kewauneee fair. And we also have a website. You can visit KewauneeCountyFair.com, and we keep it up to date as much as possible.
Perfect. Isabella, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
Well, baby, I'm on it.